Hi, today I'm going to walk you through a full unboxing and installation of a new HID FARGO HDP6600 printer, as well as the transfer film, the print color ribbons, and finally the cards themselves. So you've got a box with your printer inside of it. Let's get it unboxed. Up front you've got a single clip that opens similar to that, and the lid pops open. Inside the lid we do have an accessory tray. That tray will hold your power supply power cords, some instructions, a USB cord, and finally your input hopper. I'll set that off to the side. Next up, there is a foam protection layer on top of the printer. We'll take that out and set it to the side as well. Now we've got the printer. Let's get it out and get it set up. We'll set the box to the side. All right, so you've got your new printer. It's already pre-assembled with the flipper if you did order a dual side capable printer or dual side enabled. Let's take it out of the bag. As you roll it onto the back, makes it a little bit easier. And then pop it up to the 4 feet. And they will come off nice. This is your basic HDP6600 printer with a flipper. Kind of for your own use, kind of up front. This is your main consumable drawer, so we'll untape the access to those. And up front, that drawer does pop open. It does have a little safety protection foam in there. And inside the drawer, we have two main trays. On this side is your transfer film tray, and on this side is your print ribbon tray. Both of these will get the consumables installed into them to help you get up and running. And next, we're going to attach the output hopper. Inside your accessory tray, the output hopper is pre-bagged for protection. It'll slide right out the bottom, and there are some clips here that are directionally oriented, and you can tell when you put it up to the printer, it locks into place. You can hear that click. You know it's solidly located. So next, we're going to go ahead and install the transfer film. We'll start by closing the print ribbon tray, and next we're going to open up what we call the accumulator, which you pull straight up and turn to the side. When we do that, we provide access fully around the mechanism, and next we're going to pull this little blue tab down, which will unlock where that consumable is going to go. Now we're going to go ahead and open up the transfer film. Inside the transfer film, you're actually going to find a cleaning card. Now this cleaning card is intended for cleaning the drive roller on your film side. So anytime you replace the transfer film, we really ask that you clean that drive roller. Cleaning this purple drive roller really will ensure that your printer maintains the proper amount of transfer tension on the ribbon, and make sure that that ribbon is applying the image properly to that ribbon to properly orient that printed surface to the card the way you desire. That's definitely something to keep an eye on. If you have a dirtier office environment, perhaps you work in somewhere that's not quite as clean as the office that we're in today, we really recommend you keeping an eye on that. Next, we'll take the ribbon out of the clamshell. You can see there are two different colors on we call them the cores of the transfer film. It is stuck together with a little adhesive. You can hear it pop like that. And they can only go in one orientation. So there are different ends on the cores, and you'll know when you try and put it in. If it doesn't glide right in, it's probably in the wrong orientation, and you need to flip the ribbon the other direction. So if I go in and try and insert it this way, I know it's incorrect. So if that happens, simply flip the transfer film over. Now when I go to set it in, it pops in really nice. Drape the ribbon over the top, pop the green into the green side, flip up your blue tab. The transfer film is inserted and properly ready to use. Let's go ahead and swing this accumulator back over, and we're going to push it down until we can hear it click. Your transfer film is ready. Slide the drawer in, and you can hear that click as well. Now that we've got the transfer film installed, let's go ahead and install the print ribbon. So we're going to open up the drawer, by pulling it out like that, and pull down the blue lever till you feel it snap that way. Here's our print ribbon. Similarly to the transfer film side, they are color coded. We do have a blue and a gray, and again, they are a little bit adhesively attached, so you can peel it, feel it pop. So the cores are directionally oriented. If you try and put it in the wrong way, it won't fit. So if I try and orient it this way, obviously it doesn't fit. Let's go ahead and flip it over. As I flip it over, it slides in nicely. Now let's drape the ribbon over the top, down into the blue, where the supply side fits in nicely, and go ahead and flip that lever up. The ribbon is now locked in. We can close the ribbon tray until you hear it snap. Next, we're going to install the cleaning roller. Inside your print ribbon clamshell, there is a cleaning roller. It does have a little tab that you can pull, and it'll release the adhesive and expose the sticky lining on that cleaning roller. This is really an important component of your printer. You want to make sure that this is as clean as possible, and if it is getting full of dirt, debris, or anything in your area, that's really what's protecting it from getting inside your printer. So we want you to inspect this whenever you can and make sure that none of that dirt, debris, or any plastic filings or anything is getting into your printer and potentially causing damage, or certainly at a minimum causing print image quality that you're really not looking to have. So there are two little guides that slide down, and you're going to want to push it until it snaps. So we find the guides, push it in, you can physically hear and feel that it snaps in, and it's properly registered. Next, we're going to go ahead and install our input hopper. So again, inside your accessory tray that came with the printer, this is called your input hopper. It does come lined in plastic, and it has a little tape to keep it sealed. Let's go ahead and crack that open. Discard the bag. This is your input hopper. Fairly simple operation. You'll set it in kind of at an angle like this, tilt it down until it clicks in. Now you know it's properly registered. Now we're going to go ahead and install your cards. Today we're going to use some HID UltraCard Premiums. We certainly recommend with any retransfer printer to use an UltraCard Premium or any composite cards of your choice. Really, the composite cards add a little bit more heat resistance, which obviously in a retransfer style printer, we are applying a little bit more heat than we would in a traditional direct-to-card style printer. So cards typically come in something like this. We call a sleeve of 500. They are individually wrapped in packages of 100 within that. So we'll go ahead and we'll open 100 cards. Discard some plastic. You've got your stack of 100 cards. On the side, there's a little rubber button that you lightly depress. Open up that input hopper, and this is where we're going to put them. So we'll slide off our ribbon, set those cards right inside, just like that. Close the lid, and we're ready to go. Next, we're going to close the front door and attach the power cord to the printer. Simply swing the door up until you hear it click. Now I can spin the printer around and you can see exactly where that power cord attaches. So on the back side, we do have an input for the power cord itself. And right next to it, there is a power switch. Now we're going to go ahead and grab the power cord and get it plugged in. We're working in the US today, so we have a US power cord. Take off a twist tie. You can see there are two different ends. Obviously, we'll take the male end of the pigtail, plug it into the printer till you feel it positively lock. That printer is now ready to plug in. Now we're going to grab the USB cord and get that plugged in. Again, in our accessory tray, we do have a USB printer to computer cord. Take the packaging, discard that. So you've got the end that is going to go into your PC or your Mac, and finally your USB to printer end. If you see on the printer itself right here, we have some different designators, the top one being for USB and the bottom being for Ethernet. So we're going to plug into USB right now. Take this printer end. So our power cord and USB cord are properly attached.